Mocha family. I am Natasha. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here to do another video on intermittent fasting. I just watched a new video that Berg just put out, and he read my mail. And so I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about it to see if this is an issue you guys are struggling with. I've been practicing intermittent fasting for several years now, and even this far into the process, I'm always learning new things. And so I'm not over here trying to act like I know everything. In fact, I just really want to get conversation going. I could appreciate the encouragement, so please comment down below on any aspect of the video you're interested in sharing about. But the name of the video that he put out was "What Really Happens When You Overeat." And Dr. Berg, I don't know if I really wanted to know. I don't know if I really wanted to know. I've been aware for a while now that I can overtax my digestive system with how much I'm eating. And it's been a long process of me really trying to figure out what to eat, when to eat, how much to eat. And intermittent fasting is such that it raises concerns in me because I'm only eating 2 meals a day. I eat in a 24 style, so I fast for 20 hours and I have a 4-hour feasting window where I try to get my 2 meals in. That's very loose for me because I'm still trying to figure out exactly what works best for my body. So I'm not rigidly following the clock. I'm still trying to see if 4 hours is good. So I might sometimes wait 4.5, 5 hours. I'm really still trying to figure it out. But I know that I can go longer than the 16-8 eating window that I was doing before. And so just that little bit of time to eat, I experienced some anxiety that I'm not going to be able to get all of my nutrients in. So when I'm in the fasting part of the fast, I'm fine. I don't feel tempted to eat or anything like that, especially since I tend to drink apple cider vinegar and water when I'm fasting, and I've learned that that could be an appetite suppressant. And so I'm fine when I'm fasting. The issue that I have is when it's time for me to break my fast. And it's worse for me if I panic and I because I didn't prepare well enough for what my meals are going to be, or if I'm out running around and I'm on the go and I have to stop at a restaurant or pick up some quick food from the supermarket or whatever. These are the times where I am especially prone to overeating or picking out something that just doesn't work well. Yesterday was case in point. It was a work day for me. I knew I wasn't going to get enough time to put together lunch for myself. I knew I didn't have enough healthy fats in the house. And so, knowing I don't have enough healthy fats in the house led me to, when I stopped at Wendy's to pick up a kid's meal as a treat for my daughter, I had a spicy chicken sandwich meal with French fries, and I ordered a medium, so it came with this huge strawberry lemonade. And I don't condemn myself when I make these kind of mistakes, because what happened, I'm going to learn from it and I'm going to move forward. But that clearly wasn't a good choice. And I had a hard time choking down all of that food. It was way too much food. The drink was way too much, and the quality of the food was bad. But there was a part of me that felt like, well, at least you ate a lot of food, because I have this ongoing concern that 2 meals is not enough for me to eat everything that my body would have gotten if I was eating what culturally we're told is best, which is 3 meals a day plus snacks. But when I sit and reflect about it, it's a little hypocritical. When I sit and reflect about what I used to do before I was intermittent fasting and what my snacks actually look like. eating a sleeve of Ritz crackers because you didn't really eat that much in the meal before and you're starving. To make it to the next meal, you're eating a sleeve of Ritz crackers or a bag of, for me, I love plantain chips. You could insert sweet potato chips, insert whatever processed food that technically you're telling yourself it's a whole food because it's made out of a vegetable, but it's been processed so much, you wonder how much nutrients you're getting in. But my belly has that sense of being full, so I'm telling myself that I'm providing more nutrition for myself because I'm filling up on these things. But I know from going through the process and trying different things and trying out some of the things I've even learned on Berg's channel, that my biggest struggle has been with insulin resistance. And if you know anything about insulin resistance, the frequency of how often you're eating is a slippery slope to make it worse. And we know that it's a precursor to diabetes, which, as a Black woman, I'm even more vulnerable to. I'm not trying to go down that path. And so it's been my mission all along. One of the main things that led me to intermittent fasting is to get this whole insulin resistance thing under control. So when in the video, Berg said that insulin resistance and sleep apnea are basically the same thing, that's when I was like, oh my goodness, because recently I've started snoring. I've started snoring a lot, and I really haven't been making good choices with my meals. And I do think my insulin resistance is flaring up again because of that, because I've been consuming a lot of sugar. I've been making poor choices like the Wendy's stop. And I've been wondering if sleep apnea might be something I need to think about and consider. And to find out that it's linked with insulin resistance, I need to do more research about that. But I just think it's so interesting how all the different conditions that we struggle with are interconnected and how it has a relationship with our diet. But back to the original topic of this video, I have this pressure that I need to make these massive, amazing plates of food in my 4-hour eating window during my 2 meals to stay healthy. And I think it's a lie. I think I need to make balanced meals, but I don't think they need to be huge. I think I need to work on making sure I increase my healthy fats. And I've done this in the past. I've been successful for short pockets of time in the past. But I noticed that since I'm not really surrounded by a bunch of people that are eating this way, nobody in my immediate family eats this way, sometimes I can kind of forget and kind of slip back into thinking that their pattern might be better, even though I know that I'm having a different experience when I eat that way. And so my sleep has been affected. I have a tendency to crash toward the end of the day, which leads me to want to have some kind of caffeinated beverage. And my poison of choice is a latte from Wawa, which helps me to make it to the end of the day. But I don't know if the added caffeine and the extra water that I have to drink to balance that out plays a part. But I'm up a lot at night having to go to the bathroom. And then the next day, I'm craving more of the kind of bad carbs that don't help my insulin resistance. And it's like a slippery slope, very much like what Dr. Berg described in his video. And so I'm sitting here realizing that I'm going to have to make some tough choices. I'm going to have to abandon the need to feel stuffed at the end of every meal, because it's really not a comfortable feeling for me, because it comes with bloating, it comes with a lot of belching, some cramping in my stomach. It's uncomfortable, okay? And depending on what I'm eating, sometimes I'm dealing with constipation. Things are not flowing the way they need to flow, and I'm feeling sluggish. Sometimes I get brain fog that comes with that, which is really difficult because, you know, I'm a teacher and I need to be able to process the information clearly. And so I really have to make some tough choices. I really need to think about how I can reduce my sugar consumption. I really need to think about what I can do to break the cycle that I'm in. And it befuddles me to be having this conversation with you after trying to practice this lifestyle for years. And I'm just wondering, am I the only one? Leave your comments down below and let me know if you still struggle with overeating during your eating window. You know, do you feel like I can finally eat even? Maybe you're not afraid of not eating enough, but you feel like you can finally eat. So when you finally get the ready, set, go, you're just shoving everything down your throat and then you don't feel good. Let me know in the comments down below. And if you have any advice, any tips, let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you in the next video. Be blessed.